Hi, welcome to Lightspeed Academy. I'm Jim Cooper, and thanks for joining me for this Lightspeed session on sharing component state across multiple components. Now that we have routing complete in our app, let's revisit another topic related to component state. Right now in our application, we have a problem. I can add items to my cart, and I'm managing the state of my cart just fine on this page. But when I go to the checkout page, the items that are showing in my cart here are not the same items that I just added to my cart on the Outpost page. That's because these items are really just hard-coded on my checkout page. What I really want is for the cart state that I'm tracking on my Outpost page to be shared across both my Outpost and checkout pages. You may have also noticed that when I add items to my cart on the Outpost page and then leave the page and come back, the state of my cart is lost. This is because it's being tracked in my Outpost component, which is being unloaded and reloaded when I navigate away from the Outpost page and back again. So what we need to do to solve both these problems is to lift the state up out of our Outpost page and up into the nearest common ancestor component of our two pages, which in this case happens to be our app component. If we take a look at our app component, you can see that both our Outpost and checkout components are being loaded here via our routes. And if we look at our Outpost component, the cart state is being tracked right here. So all we need to do is grab this useState import and move that over to our app component. And then let's also grab this useState call and move that over here as well. So now our cart state is being managed by our app component. But our Outpost component still needs to be able to access the cart variable and set cart function. So I'll pass those in as props to our Outpost component like this. And now our Outpost component just needs to receive those as props. So this fixes one of our problems. If we take a look at our Outpost page now, when I click on add to cart and add a few items and then navigate away and come back, those items are still in our cart, so they're not being lost anymore. But of course, our checkout page is still hard coding the cart data. So let's jump over to the checkout component. And instead of grabbing the products from our product array here, we'll take in the cart here as a prop also. And then down here, instead of using the hard-coded product data, we can just pass in the cart data that we're receiving from our app component. So now we just need to pass that in as a prop over here in our app component, which means the same cart is now being passed into both our Outpost component and our checkout component, and that cart state is being managed by our app component now. So let's see how that's working. So back on my Outpost page, if I add a warp engine and a teleporter and a radar array to my cart, and then go to the checkout page, awesome, those same items are now in my cart on my checkout page. This is called lifting state up, and it's how you share state between your components. If you'd like to keep going, here's the next video on accessing API data with useEffect, and here is the entire Lightspeed React playlist. And of course, please like and subscribe if you'd like to see the other content we're putting together. Thanks, and keep learning at Lightspeed.